Hi everyone, welcome along to the Game Extra on thewest.com.au. Thanks to our great friends at Maccas. Mark Readings from 7 Sport alongside the Sunday Times sports editor Glen Quartermain as we wrap up a huge weekend of footy. Let's start with the disaster in Geelong. The West Coast Eagles 97-point losers, and there's been some scrutiny on that football club in the past few days, Quarters.
As there should be, Skeet. It's not the first time they've gone down there and got pumped. It is an unusual ground and Geelong's hard to beat there, but I think what you expect from West Coast is what you saw in the first 20 minutes, and that was a competitive team. What we saw after that was really concerning. A 97-point loss, as you said, but it's the way they went about it. The way there was not enough two-way running, and I think that Adam Simpson's got a few headaches.
He described it as weak and embarrassing, which is a big call from the coach, but perhaps off the back of that, there'll be some heart-to-hearts, some looking in the mirror, and you expect a response.
Well, it's unusual for Adam Simpson to speak along those lines. He's very private with his criticism normally, and he normally backs them publicly, but I don't think he had any choice at the weekend. I think fans expected to hear something along that ilk because it was a pretty poor performance. I would expect there to be a response this week. They had a Zoom meeting yesterday during COVID lockdown, and it would be really interesting to see what was said in that Zoom meeting, but I think you would expect a response this week.
What about the Fremantle Dockers 51-point winners over North Melbourne? David Mundy, sublime, 35 years of age, the Benjamin Button of the AFL.
He is, and I wish I'd got on $501 at the start of the year. He's now down to $19 to win the Brownlow. Fantastic effort. There was a lot of debate last year about whether he should go on. I always felt he should because, as far as his on-field skills, but also the experience he gives that young midfield group. So great start to the year for David Mundy. Freo is a team now that I can trust. We expected them to beat North Melbourne, but when they were challenged, they got on with the job, 50-point win. I think Fremantle's going places, and it's going to be really interesting this weekend how they go against the Eagles.
Let's have a look at your crystal ball. I know it's only early in the week, but they've won their last 10 West Coast against Fremantle. Who are you going to tip in the West Australian in pre-game on Friday?
Well, you've got me early, but I'm going to lean towards Fremantle this week. I reckon West Coast gettable. There'll be some players returning. We expect Josh Kennedy to return. We expect Shannon Hurn to return, and I guess it goes against the grain, picking against them at home, and also with Shannon Hurn playing in his club record a game for the West Coast Eagles. But I just think Freo's got a lot to like about them at the moment. They're very settled, and I'm just going to lean that way this weekend, I think.
And here's another crystal ball for you. This is a real uncertainty. What percentage of Optus Stadium will have fans? Is it 50%? Is it 100%? Is it no crowd? What's your gut feeling?
This is a moving feast. I don't think it'll be 100%. I don't think they can go down that path. I'd like to think it's at least 50%. I think Shannon Hurn is owed that. But, of course, COVID has its own rules. So we'll just wait and see. It is a moving feast. Let's hope it's a decent crowd, 50% at least.
And Melbourne and the Western Bulldogs, two unbeaten sides, they are both flying.
Oh, Melbourne. We all like to take the mickey out of Melbourne, Skeet, but I think we've got to have to really start to believe in this team. Kristen Petracca, Max Gawn, so much depth in that club at the moment. And the Western Bulldogs, I will add, I did pick them to win the flag pre-season. They're 6-0. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'm a Port Adelaide man. Had them at the start of the season.
Well, they're in it. They're in the mix.
We're both staying put where we are, but of course we look forward to your company. A huge week in the Derby build-up. And finally, don't forget to get involved in the Little Local Legends competition thanks to our great friends at Maccas. Quarters, thanks for your time. Another great job, as always, the sports editor of the Sunday Times. We've got the pre-game. We've got the big game on Sunday, live on 7 Sport. The West Australian and the Sunday Times has it all covered, plus 7 News. This has been the Game Extra on thewest.com.au. Thanks to our great friends and supporters at Maccas.